association is required to meet certain obligations in order to have an annual meeting, and those are all found in the association's bylaws. The most common, and it does come from the statute, but they have to provide 21 days, but not more than 30 days notice. Notice typically will need to be mailed to the homeowners, or it could be hand delivered. And the notice just needs to provide a copy of the agenda. Where we see some associations running into a problem is they don't give adequate notice, an easy one to get tripped up on. But the other we'll see is sometimes they will have items on the agenda that really aren't appropriate. And I've had some arguments with the homeowners about this, but the role of the board is to make most of the decisions for the community. The association's documents give very broad authority to the board of directors, these powers, and they'll be listed, there's a specific section of the bylaws with the powers of the board of directors. And they basically are given the authority to run all aspects of the community except for those that are reserved for the homeowners. And there's really very little that is reserved for the homeowner. Sometimes there will be an approval requirement for raising an assessment beyond a certain amount, or an approval requirement for a special assessment. And certainly the homeowners are electing the board of directors. But beyond that, the decision on what the assessment will be for next year is left with the board. Do we proceed with this $500,000 project? Well, in the end, the board of directors does make that decision. Now, it doesn't mean that they don't listen to the homeowners. I think annual meeting is a good opportunity to talk about this project that we have coming up. And if you're towards the end stages of getting the project ready, it's educating the homeowners about what the project is about, what the impacts will be. If you're at the early stages of the project and you want to let the homeowners know what we're planning to do and why, and that's a great opportunity to get feedback from homeowners on, well, we don't think you should do this, and talk about why we think it's needed, and certainly being open to ideas from the homeowners about maybe there's alternatives we hadn't thought about. Maybe homeowners would rather see us do this in phases. And so I think talking about large projects is certainly a good benefit of doing that at an annual meeting, but leaving it up to the homeowners to decide in the end whether or not we do the project, that would be an appropriate use of the annual meeting and the requirements of the documents.